Come on now. Alrighty, we are good to go. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, B-17. There's a few things we're working on. I have discovered a little bit of painting I need to do. It's not a lot of it, but it's going to hold us back in some areas. That's okay. That's okay. There are other things where we are going to potentially do some assembly. In fact, I do wish to do some assembly. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, with all that waffling done, hang on, I'm just checking something out. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, I see why that's that colour. This is where the real wheel, when it would retract, would go into a thing. But that's got to be on the bottom. It's the wrong colour. No, it isn't, because it's all interior. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by things. Alrighty, now again, what we're working on today. Why is this conveniently on hand when I don't need it? Don't mind me, guys. Yeah, you'll soon see what we're working on. As I said, there's a little bit of painting that we should do, not a lot. Get that done, and we'll do some. Then we'll get on to a little bit of assembly and stuff. Now I'm going to be needing. Oops, Daisy, almost knocked my bloody brushes off. Oh, Rob. I'm all over the shop like a dog's breakfast here. One of my dogs, many years ago, I was working at a pub, and on Wednesday nights there'd be darts, and you have to put food out for the darts players. Casseroles, curries, that sort of shit. And when I was working behind the bar, about bar security, however that rolls. And anyway, anything that was left you could take home. And I used to get whole buckets and just give it to my dog through the week for breakfasts. And he would love it a long time, he would. Now, all right, having sorted that out, it's time for a mouthful of coffee. That's the shit. Now, light goes on. Camera comes around. Now, the bits I want to do, you can argue the need to do the backs of these things. Because what happens, I'll show you. Dear. In fact, I'll show you what happens. And there's also a little bit in here I wouldn't mind doing. A couple of little tidy ups where I need to sand a few things down, or where they've been trimmed off from other things. But these, I also wouldn't mind clearing out these holes once I've done this bit of painting. Go roughly here. There's actually little holes from the setting. Anyway, the point is, what I'm considering, and you're going to be going, you're getting a wee bit only retentive there, big boy, is, hang on, to go higher up. Hello. That's an interesting observation. That would mean I'd go there. Ah, is that right? I think that's too high. Yeah, I think they're meant to go down here. Anyway, the point is, at the moment, the backs of these are not painted, and you can see our inherent issue. And if I just knock something off, I have. Now, there's a little piece on the table somewhere. I know what it looks like, happily. I'm going to give that a bit of a gander shortly. Oh, hang on. No, I already had knocked that one off. That's okay. I haven't knocked anything off. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, the reason I'm thinking that can't be right is because there's got to be a little cover thing that goes over there. And I think we're meant to go more about why don't. Anyway, I want to do the backs of those. Something I wouldn't mind having a quick gander at. Just to clarify how high they go. Or does that... Oh, I see. Yeah, my mistake. That was my mistake. You can see here's what I'm looking at there as well. Now, on the back of those is probably less of an issue. However... Oh, okay. Right. Okay, I see my mistake here. Yeah, these go up really high, in fact. Now... All right, so you can see that here. That's okay, important to know. And yes, I will still continue with a little touch up so as we can get onto that. But as you can see, if I zoom in, they actually sit quite high up. And there is a walking path between them on a beam that leads from this door to that door, effectively, I guess. So we're going to zoom out. Let me just, for my own clarification and edification. Now, yes. It's all making much more sense to me now. And they sit up about that high. Wow. But all the more reason, I say. And this is a bit loose. I might put a bit concerned about that to some extent. It's just down there, is it? Anyway, so come here, these will sit up. Need to be a little bit careful here. There we go. And I might want to burrow out. Yeah, so the bottoms of these go on here. Right, it sits like that high. Okay. Now that I've made that identification, I feel very chipper and chirpy about proceeding. Now, our first colour is going to be natural steel. And we're doing that first because that's going to dry quickest and enable us to get on to a bit of interior green, chassis black, and in fact I could even go an acrylic black on that, given this position. And then we'll do the interior green, and then we'll get onto some assembly. There's our plan, kids, because I would suggest it's entirely plausible you get a whole stack of this sort of shit done. Because once that's in position, you can sort of start looking at that goes into there. So we can start doing that sort of a thing. However, first up, a bit of natural steel and a bit of black. Voila. Black and a cielo natural. Boom. Here we go, kids. Now. Bow, bow. Now, cardboard for our paint. Now, the thing I would say about this as a kit is there's a whole stack of, I'm trying to decide what the correct term for the occasion would be, minor assembly steps, I guess, in simple terms, that you need to do, and then they all come together into the one thing. This is how it rolls. So yeah. All right. Now, ow, my knee's not happy. We're going to start off with the easy part, being on this, well, on something that's just off camera at the moment, but you'll soon see. Now we'll go here. That can get out of our way. We want We don't need to be too fussy about this one. That'll do it. All we're doing here, on this one at least, is these little bits in there. I'll zoom you in. And across, there we go. So as you can see, there's a bit of paint missing there from where we've removed it from sprue. Giving it a bit of a file to even it off. It's not going to require too much to tidy that up, so hey, you know, while we're doing a few other things in this colour, there we go. Gotta get right into there. Be advantageous. There we go. And that's a little bit down here. Now, yeah, it's feeling a bit loose, this one. Might want to try and get a bit of really thin glue in, just to consolidate the bind. There we go. Boom. Now, that's a very quick part. What I need to do, oops, almost gouged myself in the eye with this bloody. Now, some of these are going to need to be slightly mounted in a position such that I've already done the back of this one. Yay, that's convenient. Why have I not done the others, I wonder? Have I done this one? No. No. Dear, oh dear, I'd say, at a guess, I got to start. Ran out of time, or my back started to seize up. And anyway, so let's just get these done. Now, I'm less bothered about being too fastidious on these, because in truth, I will concede this is getting into the realms of being anally retentive. But that said, that's just the way I roll. Now, we'll do 3 of these. By the time you got that done, and a bit of black on the beam between the cockpit and the comms room, I assume that's what it is anyway, we will, excuse me a moment. Now, finish this one off. Then we've got 2 more, obviously, because we're doing 3, having already done 1. Don't get why I did 1 and not the other 3. Never mind. 1. Give me a moment whilst I locate. Oh, here we go. Now these ones I can be a little more slappy dappy because I haven't got any. The thing about that one that I just painted was I had a piece glued onto it. So yeah. Now we go down here. Now This is very unlikely to be seen. But again, it's these little bits that you'd be surprised how easily they suddenly stand out when you go, oh, did I miss that? And you put it all together, and then it's going to look upsetting. And nobody wants to be upset by their build now, do they? Certainly I don't, so this is why I do this shit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, by doing this up my theory. Oh, hey, how you doing? Indeed. Been well? There we come across there. All right. One more, and then we can get on to some black. Yeah. I'm good, mate. I'm keeping myself busy. I've got to move house, which is a bit inconvenient, but I've got a application in one place I'm kind of hopeful on, and there's another place I'm making inquiries about. So yeah. All right. Now, here we go. Whoop. Hang on a moment, I'm going to have to move so I can see what you just written there. My chat board is not well positioned. So that's one thing I'll be able to fix when I move. Be able to make it easier for me to read my chat board whilst I paint, which will be handy. All right, there we go. Clean that brush. Then I'm going to have a quick zoom out. Then I'm going to quickly have a quick squiz at my chat boards so as I can respond a bit better. Like I said, I can't really see. My eyesight's rat shit. So I was told some of my activities would make me go blind. Oy. Now, give me a moment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but actually, well, I haven't been doing too badly. In fact, I've actually got a whole stack of things I want to work on in the next year as far as building goes. I've geared up pretty heavily on kits for the next few years. But yeah, after tell you one thing I've checked out is I'm going to make a bit of a move into figures, as well as decide my first ship, and I'm working on all sorts of things. I am not just modelling as well. It's good. I'm keeping myself busy, and I like being busy. Yes, I do. But let's face it, if you're not busy, you're not really doing much, are you? Now, this will not take long at all. You can even be a bit rough for that brush on this one. Bing. And all we're going to do here, I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Just that little edge of the beam there, because, well, it's naked sprue, and I don't like naked sprue. No, I do not. No, I do not. There we go. That's that taken care of. Maybe it's a little touch there. And there. There we go. Nice. See, it's just that a little thing, but it makes me happy. It does. To know that that's solid and secure. Now, there's the bombs. They're pretty much done. Well, you would have seen the bombs before. There's a couple of bits. One thing I have done to make them look a bit more gnarly than they might. Give me a moment. Then we're going to do some interior green. Yes, we are. Now, give me a moment. And what I've done, let's see if I can get that to focus on. Nah, I need to get that out of the way, maybe. Yeah, I've tried to highlight the detonators at the end. I think it's not really showing with all the clarity that it might. There. What's behind there on the other? You're having a bit of a hard time with this. Sorry, dude. Sorry, people. But yeah, you're there. That sort of shows what I'm trying to achieve with that. Anyway. Ooh. Now, next. One of the things I'm actually hoping to get as much of this done, or in fact, I'd like to get the B-17. I've got 3 aircraft I'm working on. Which is something I can show you. I'm also working on a C-47, and I've got most of the paintwork done, and that's going to be the same main color for the B-17 fuselage, and that's except on the B-17 it gets a little bit of olive drab splotches. So yeah, C-47 Skytrain. Now, so we've got them done. Our next objective is a little bit of interior green. Now, that will be purely for the back of that. Once they're done, let's have a look at a bit of assembly, shall we? And I'm thinking, and I do think sometimes it's true. We can. Hang on a moment. Okay, now they go there. Do they? Sorry, I'm yelling to myself about things, and I do that on occasion. This is the. I see why it's that high. That makes sense now. There's a little ledge here, and I was wondering, well, because I've got one of the chairs already mounted. Give me a moment. Where did I put it? Looking. Not finding. Have I put it up on one of the shelves? No, is it down off of here? That's possibly the case. Looking. I'll find it in a minute. I reckon I did take it down. Now that I think about it. Anyway. Here it is. That, to my understanding, and there's a little bit of interior green that should probably needs to go here. But it leans back a bit. Now what? There's something empty there. What the hell? And that looks way too high. Way too high. Oh, not necessarily. Depending on when you think he's got to have arm's reach to get to the... Oh, yeah, actually I can see that bit. Oh, look at that. I missed part of the back snapped off ages ago. I thought I had that put back on. No one's probably going to... You can do a couple of little tidy-ups here. Actually, you can probably do that when that's... What goes down the middle, I wonder? Oh, wow, look at that. That's really stable. I'm very impressed with that. So, there's clearly a gap in the middle. And there are the steering bits. So, why would you... Sorry, man, I'm just looking at this. So what... Is there anything that does ultimately go in the middle there? You would think there would be. Doesn't look like it. That's bizarre. So there's actually a gap right there. Unless it's where other crew climb in and or out. That's all I can think. That's curious, to say the least. Wow. Okay. If that's what it is, that's what it is. Who am I to second guess? That is really strange, though. I reckon that is actually what it is, but then... Wow. Okay. Unless something... hang on. No. No. It's just how it is. Okay. Fair enough. And no, I'm still not seeing anything that makes me go, why that would be so. All right, I'm sorry, I'm waffling here. Now, what we're going to do, let's get this little bit of painting done. I don't reckon I can probably... Look at that, I dropped it and it still stayed there. That is really good. It's a nice fit, that is. Now, I'm looking at that and the stability it just exhibited. And what I am thinking, seriously, is, yeah, there are some little touch-ups in the interior green I can do them once they're in position. And I think I'd be well advised to. Because why wouldn't I? Pretty simple equation. It makes it nice and easy, doesn't it? And I'm all about doing it nice and easy. So we'll do that. Now, this is the other one of those. I need to put this chair on it. There's a few different chairs, different sizes, but I'd say ultimately, actually, that's slightly different. Interesting. We'll get that off before we... Really impressed with the stability, though. That's cool. There is a whole stack of other chairs. I do know where they are. I will find the right one. Which number am I looking for? They are both number 19. Okay. Fair enough. Again, I'm going to worry about that when... What's this? Give me a moment. That's the back of that. I found it. Now, I'll zoom in on what I'm talking about here. That little part there, we can reaffix here. What I am considering, given there's going to be fiddling around, this we know, given its position, yada, 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 I am thinking this may be one of those ideas where I might be just as well suited to, in the same way I was going to do any painting touch-ups with that glued in, gluing that in on the back once it's in position. Oh, excuse me a moment. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you. There we go. How you doing, Scott? Now, I've got to say, one thing I will say to that effect then, just as an observation, does that mean Navigator / Bombardier, how small would you have to be to get through that? I mean, okay, yes, I know 1:72, 70 time 2 time. I'm looking at the size of that console. PB bloody Herman is how small that have to be. God damn kilogram. Oh, well. Now, anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that back in. I have a little case that I call, there's my blue box of bits. Some of these bits I could actually clear out. They're from kits that I no longer use or need, or have replaced other bits with. There. So I can run it nice and easily amongst some of that shit. Is the theory. Now, given that I saw how this one actually shattered once it was I tried trimming it. Let's see how this one rolls. Now, I do have some sprue cutters that are not too aggressive, shall we say, in their snipping. So hopefully this doesn't shatter. It's not like I'm after bloody, what is it? What was I think it was Polywaffle had that. It's the way it shatters that matters. I don't want this to be the Polywaffle scenario. And then, yeah, there we go. This one's been cooperative for us, at least thus far. Yeah, are you off? Oh, where aren't you snipped? Let's give you another crack there. Yeah, very good. Dealing. And there we go. All right. So there we go. Now we need to find oh yeah, I've got some airbrush issues myself. I had one. I did a marvelous job of painting. Now we're looking for number. Oh, look at that! Just comes up for us, number 19. No, 19. And that will just sit nicely for us right there. All right, and I haven't even done that painting. That doesn't matter. Actually, I have a cunning plan, kids. Yes, I do. I do. Oh, God, now I'm singing bloody ABBA. Sprue cutters. Oh, need to zoom you guys out a bit. Sorry. Forgotten. Now. Alrighty. Now. These. Oops, the days. I'll put the sprue cutters on this little part, I should probably get that out of the way now. I don't really plan on doing any more work on it immediately. So we'll pop that up to there. We'll get, now that will fit nicely for us, I believe, just like, in fact, watch this. From memory, if it does as the other one, not quite. Oops. But you get the idea. You can see it's a pretty smooth fit. You just slide it on. It's got a little spot for it right there. And come on. There we go. And that's without glue. So you got to be happy about that. Yeah, anyway, Scott, yeah, what my airbrush issues was, like I said, it brushed quite nicely last night, cleaned it up, put the thinner through, and I do a thing where I like to put water through it just to clear off all the thinner off and everything off the seals. And for some reason, the water wasn't coming through. Now, there's clearly something going on there. So I'm going to go out, give it a re-clean. It's probably nothing. It's probably something that I'm going to go, well, what the hell's your problem? Once I've finished, but I will attend to this because it's just the way I do things. In fact, it's not like I've got an option, so I want to do a whole stack more airbrushing. Again, I digress. Now, what's our time? Oh, yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Deedle dee dee, deedle dee dee, deedle dee. Oh my God. Mark Ruffle will be turning in his grave. He's not even bloody dead yet. Although I prefer to turn that into a song about Prince Harry. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's plugging Meghan Markle. He's doing all right. Yes, I'm a bad man. Come on, say that. Oh, you bugger. Why is it whenever you put the glue on, it starts getting all the irrits on? There we go. There we go. Let's just, do I don't need to tidy that at all? That's probably just me being a dick. Now, what I might do, in fact, which is the one I just glued, that one. What I might do, hold that, spewing. That will ensure, in fact, it is in exactly the right position. I'll let that dry before I put that on. Bing, happy with that outcome. Now, interior green, people, interior green. Not that your interior green, but that's the color I'm looking for. And I did, here we go, US interior green. Need to give it a bit more of a shake again. Shake, 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 ba ba da ba. Shake, 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 ba ba da. Shake my painter. Oh dear, ABBA. Well, who's that? Was that Casey and the Sunshine Band who did Shake, Shake, Shake? Was it? Well, no, it wasn't Cool and the Gang. They did stuff like Jungle Boogie. Oh dear. I've gone on to an unfettered musical carry on. I have. Cool. Now, this will do us nicely. It will. Now, after we got this one done, we can start looking at assembling any number of things. I probably won't go for the cockpit because I want that to dry before I put them on. Touched up, and put all the rest of the bits in. So, but That said, there are a truckload of other things we can work on, and we will too. See how we go for time. I do, as always, have places to be, people to see, but I do also have some time at my disposal. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, caffeine. Let's hear it for caffeine. Now, again, I don't need to be too precise with this shit. These ones are going to be largely out of the visual area, and further to which most of this sort of stuff is just me being a little bit particular. But as I always say, that's just the way I roll. And it is too. Just across there. There we go. Now these are going to go like the backs of these, again, as I said, are not going to be that visible, so I don't need to be right on the exact line for what I'm doing, just as long as I'm close. And that's why I'm not bothering with goggles or being too fussy about this. There's also a couple of points where you want to, no, those holes are nice and clear. That's good. Now on the other one, might be worth just making sure the holes are nice and clear on that as well. These are the two struts and supports that carry the bombs. This was the back of one of them. This is the other one. Oh, excuse me a moment. I'll check that comment out in a minute, Scott. That is you. Yep. One. Where are the other two? Oops, the days might tidy that little bit of silver or steel up rather in due course, but that's okay. Yeah, I think part of my airbrush problems came because I ran out of I was painting most of both the upper wings of both the and fuselage and a few other bits on the B-17 and C-47 at the one time. They're all the one color, so it was worth doing. But I ran out of, I successfully emptied a jar. Now I knew that was a possibility, and I was scooched inside, grabbed the other one. When I came out, it wasn't spraying as smoothly as normal. Worked with it, it came good. So I think there's some degree of blockage that's occurred. You know what? While I'm here, what the hell? And I think that's my issue there. Now, finally, then I'll check out my chat boards at a range where I can actually read them. That is one thing I am genuinely looking forward to when I move, is being able, or I'll position my workbench such that I'm able to read my comments with far greater ease. Because I'll put it at 90 degrees to my computer desk. Who would have thunk it, eh? And if I do it correctly, it'll be nice and easy, and I'll just go, oh, that's what people are saying. Oh, I can read that. All right, there we go. Now, give me a moment. I'm just going to clean this brush, and then we are, actually, while I'm here, if I got this colour out, I may as well, very quickly, bam. There we go. Boom. And that's that one looking rather nice now. Anything else I want to hit with this colour immediately in eyesight? Not really. Boom. Done. Let me just clean the brush. Now, once I've checked my chat boards, we can start deciding which bits of assembly look like an easy objective. Well, not easy, perhaps the wrong adjective I'm looking for. But ones that are worth getting done and dusted. Now, what the hell is that? I hope there's not a piece of mist painting. It would be most unlike me. Alright, give me a moment. Now, now, I will check out your comment. There's Scott, because I haven't been able to read it yet. Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm just going to go. I have a bit of a thing where I generally go full thermonuclear on it. And I'll just dissect it. It won't take long. It'll take me 10-15 minutes. It's just annoying. I'm sure you know the drill. It is one of the frustrations of scale modeling, mate. We both know this. Now. All right. All right, let's have a look at our options on assembly, people. Something I wouldn't mind finding out is, now first let's go back. All of this is bomb stuff, or bomb base, and yeah, so we're waiting for a few bits here. We're waiting for a couple of bits there to dry, which means pretty much we want to leave that. That's got to go onto there. Right. Part 27. What does part 27 do, I wonder? The power of curiosity compels me to find out what the hell that does. If there's an actual gun mechanism there, is there? There wasn't the B-17. Yeah, there is. Okay. Swing batter batter. Well, at least that's how it looks. No, there is not. Curious. It might be. It doesn't really seem to serve a function of any meaningful sort. Curious. Anyway, one thing we can do, there's lots of chairs to be made here. As you can see, there's in fact 3 of those. So we can get lots of these inside, and before we can put them on there. All right. There's the comms. Now, they recommend using tweezers to put them in like that. I'm less than convinced, to be honest. I would have thought maybe a good idea to put them on now, because then they're on. You don't have to get too. Those ones that wouldn't be so hard. Those ones would be a pain. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, those ones there would be a pain in the ass. That's my theory. They go. You see. Oh, I see what they're doing there. I'm not entirely convinced about some of the way they're going about that. In terms of it looks very fiddly. Rubbing. All right. However, an option might be, I will, let's get a bit more light and a bit of a zoom in. Now, what I'm umming and ahhing about, people, is this. If you look here, they recommend you put that in. Makes perfect sense. There are spaces in the, then you put that bit of floor on, and then you put those in. And all I'm seeing is that looks fiddly as all hell. You've also got this, which needs to slide in onto that. And a part of me can't help but think, wouldn't it be just as easy to put that on top before you put that in? In fact, a part of me is inclined to think I wonder if you could put the whole floor together. How much further? It goes much further than that, I would say. Well, then it goes just to the straight curved floor. Okay. All right. So, that said and decided, well, not decided, but that looked at, what we can do is, give me a moment to stand up and get some bits out. All right, now, voice things voiced. We've got a whole stack of stuff here, as you can see. Here's our comms. There's that front bit of floor. Here's that rear area. Here's our chairs. There's two of them. In fact, they've got 4 here. Rubbing. Curious. All right, now that could be a B-17F, B-17G thing, because I've got 4 here. They reckon there's only 3. Now, along the way, once you've trimmed them, we can probably actually get a start on our bull turret as well. Because there's the little bits there. So, we're going to go We're gonna go. Let me just check something out. What I'm checking here, and this is a very minor detail, is here we go. If you come here, you can zoom in a bit. Now we're looking for, I'm just confirming our part numbers because what this could be, they say again 3 times. Oh, lady. Sorry. Now part numbers being 28, 2 28s. 4 28s. We got 4. We only need 3 apparently. And then we've got 30s, yep. And of course 29s. Alrighty. Okay. Well, we'll put the base on first, I guess. And yeah, I guess we got a spare. I would say that is the difference. There's an extra crew member in a B-17G, perhaps. Supposition on my behalf. Now, get that out of the way for a moment. They can go back to there. Now, sprue cutters. Oh dear. Who controls the British crown? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. Yeah. Sprue Cutters Society. We do. We do. Now, actually, here's something I might do, guys. The reason I'm doing this means that way I've got them quite separate. I know what I'm working on here. That's my theory. Now, I'll get my airbrush up and going today. I might, there's a few options I have. I might do the, or some of the khaki areas of the B-17. Because then we are well and truly on our way. And it really comes down to then more assembly, tidying up little patches here and there. Now we'll pop them over here. Now, which way around? We'll get this wrong. I'm going to look like a right twat. Okay. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Curve bit at the front. Oh no, curve. Hang on. Yeah, flat bit at the front. Okay, so that way. And, well, in fact, there is no front at that point. It's just there. Then away you go. Let us all right. Now, There we go. Sort of. Now what I might be doing myself a favour, give me a moment. To do, no, not you. No, not you. Put it away. Cheesy Grin for the Big Man, if you can name the song that's from. Okay, that's not bad. Well, that defeated the whole purpose of using the tweezers. My idea was that by using them, I'd be able to... There we go. Have them stand nice and easy like that. Give me a moment. We are looking to go like that. Now all I've got to do is let that dry. I can put the back of it on. In the meantime, oh dear. Now we'll try a similar methodology on this one. I think that is the way to roll for ease of purpose. Now, there we go. Now, there we go. Now, one more. And then, as you can see, they are ready to be having the backs put onto them. Now, I believe there's two other chairs. I believe they have a bit of a support mechanism, possibly these. Now, if we can get them done, at least that's all the chairs done. That's a start on its own. Now, the other... How are we doing for time? Not bad. Now, where's our... Oh, there it is, of course. It's on the same spree, Wally. Now, I'm probably going to cruise about, I'd say, 20 minutes, thereabouts. Now, let me just check something about these other chairs, because like I said, if they do need to be mounted on something, I may as well just do that now. No, they do not. Okay. Okay. These have little four spriggy things, which means if I pick that up, give me a moment. I can see exactly where these go. Excellent. All right, now part 27. Still curious about that. Anyway, let us turn that over. Bam! There we go. There's our 3 seats. Now, what else can we put together? Now, I wouldn't mind finding this part 27. It will require me to stand up for a moment. Heaven forfend. I'm going to have a quick gander. If I can find it quickly, I'm going to put that on the bottom here, because that's where it goes. If I can't find it immediately, I'm going to get onto something else. Ich habe gesprochen. Now, up. Robin, that looks more like an engine part. That's an engine thing. That's all our engine bits, isn't it? Yes. Yes, Robin. Yes. Yes, Roy. Give me a moment. What do we have here? No. Oh, no. Hello, what's that? No. Oh, no. That's not what I'm looking for. That isn't the part I'm looking for. Now, give me a moment. Delay. No, not quite finding yet. Hang on a moment. Or am I? Because if... Oh, they go on the sides, don't they? Yeah. They're not. They are C-47 parts. I just noticed something else. Yes, I did. Got so many parts all around the place, guys. I really do. Give me a moment. What do we have in here? No, not there. No. Okay. Yeah, not finding it quickly and easily. So I reckon I'm going to get on with something else. One last quick gander. Nah. I will find it once I start looking a bit more in earnest, I have no doubt, but at the moment it's playing hide and seek, which is most unedifying. Anyway, now, if I have one quick look in here, yes I will. Nah. Stop falling over you bloody paints and other things. This is something else I'm looking forward to once I get a bigger desk. Oh, hello. 27. Right. So where the hell? That looks like it should have interior green on it. Let's have a look at this. Here's the part in question, guys. Now. No. That should have boring grey on the bottom, I would suggest. I'm thinking it probably doesn't have a gun. Does it have a gun? It might have. All right, so Unless that's... So why have they done that? Ah, here's our answer. All right. That needs to be Boeing grey. I can paint that very quickly now. Is there anything else that needs to be Boeing grey? Then I need to... Because then I might as well just wait for a bit. Okay. Although I need to consider... What it is anyway is this. On a B-17G, you have this. On a B-17F, you have that. And that, in fact, is where the comms would fit in. That's what the drill is. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. That needs to be Boeing grey. I do have some other things that need to be done. If I get... Because at this stage, we'll pop that aside. At least now I know this. There's another Boeing grey part over there. Right. That's useful to know. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Right. Now, what about our ball turret? Now, we've got two parts to our ball turret, of course. That's actually a bit of a fiddly operation all round. Now, on the part that is the TIE fighter looking part, being this part, oops, a days, this part. Now, where do our parts go in? Hang on. No, that's the right part. Right. Okay, I think. Right. Is there a little wedgie thing? You don't want... Okay, first things first. Whilst this is going to get in the way for what I want, or might not. What I'm trying to find out here is how precisely... Let's get our sprue cutters. And... Oops. Now... No. Right. Right, so there's a few bells and whistles to go on here. Bits too. This is not quite as obvious as I had thought. Now, so let us... Oops, a daisy. Is that okay? That's okay. Oh, come here. Yep, they're still fairly stable. All right, now it looks almost like, but that can't be right. What I'm checking out here, the way that's drawn, it almost looks like... Oh no, I think I see. Like the bloody, hang on. Okay. Well, the easiest way to find this one out is now somewhere around here I have a whole stack of guns. Give me a moment. Where to put them? Now, does this contain... Nope. Now, here we go. Here's where they are. Now, the parts I'm looking for. Don't think that's them. That's rear gun. Looking for... not finding, not seeing, not immediately anyway. I know what they look. Oh, just smacked the microphone good and hard there, didn't I? I know what they look like. Where are they? Okay, I'm starting to get a bit disoriented with and discombobulated with my parts being other places. I need to track them down, obviously. Let me have a quick squiz and see if... Aha! It's certainly one part of them. Here we go. Now, let's have a look. We are looking for parts 177, 178. 177 going up there, 178 going in there. One 177, 178. All right. 178 more that angle. What does it go on to? That's what I'm looking for. Well, first, how's about, here's an option. Sprue cutters. Reckon we're going to continue on the B-17 tomorrow. Now, this is going to be a tweezer situation, I would recommend, or I would suggest. Now, let's have a look here. Yes, this is going to be a bit frustrating. Is already a bit frustrating. So where the hell does it go? I'm not seeing like a little nook or anything for it. It just says, oh, put it in there. Well, that's great, but I'd kind of like to see a spot for it. It would be most advantageous in my eyes. And what do you think? Yeah, my frustration's starting to build up a bit, guys. You see, that's why I'm getting... I'll try a few more times, and then I may be advised to take a break before I start going on a killing spree, because I'm simply not seeing where the hell this goes. And that's actually really starting to piss me off now. There's no real... I mean, there's the gun points, but then where would the guns go? Does this go higher? Does this go lower? Where does it go? Ah! I've almost lost the bloody part. Now I'm getting annoyed. Straight out annoyed. I mean, you wouldn't have thought it was this bloody hard, would you? And this is just without the... Oh, okay, I would like not to finish on such an annoying note, but at the moment I'm thinking it might be a good idea because I'm getting very frustrated here. And that seals the deal. Frustration factor 10. I don't know how much I've been. All it is, this is supposed to go in and is it like that? The fact that I don't know is immensely annoying all on its own. The fact that I cannot see any point for it to go in is shitting me to tears and causing me to suggest that perhaps I would give this a harsher review than I might otherwise as a kit, because you want to be able to find the fucking things. Shouldn't be that hard, guys. What are you doing to me? Oh, come on, Revell, pull your finger out. I'm going to give you one more shot just as a practice run. I'm not gluing this. I can... Fuck you. Had enough. Grumpy. I'll work it out off camera and then I'll probably calm down over it, you know. I tell you, we all go through this, I know. Although I did get a lot of good stuff done, I guess. Got started on the interior assembly a bit, and I'll work that gun out so as I don't start being very, very grumpy on camera. I was very close to being very grumpy. The fact that I'm ravenously hungry is not helping my cause. There's a thing called hangry, and at the moment I'm close to it. All right, yeah, that's me done for today. We did at least get some good stuff done. Tomorrow we can actually finish the bomb bay. Move on to the cockpit area whilst I get some of this other shit done. We'll work on the B-17 tomorrow. That is an executive decision. There are some other airbrushing bits I need to do. All in good time, peeps. It'll all come together. All right. I'm just a bit grumpy about that part, and I'm probably overthinking it. Be that as it may. All right. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. First-time viewers out there, magic button for you. Follow, like, or subscribe. If you haven't done it already, what are you waiting for? Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And I'm Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's called now. You can see I'm really in the caring mode right now, can't you? You're glad you enjoyed it, mate. Now tomorrow, I'm going to stop. Tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday. No, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday appointments. So far as I know, I don't have any, unless I have to suddenly scooch off and view a premises. So tomorrow I will be back. I'll be back a bit earlier, probably more around my normal time, which is around 9:30 South Australian time. So ultimately, I'll be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. Hopefully, I'll catch you then. Pardon me. Yeah.